I do actually all the time get asked that question.
Some people take this question different ways. I know a lot of girls, they want to just feel like there is no difference, that you don't have to be labeled a woman in metal or labeled a female metal band because, you know, we should all be treated equally. But I still think that because we're in a part as kind of a shift in the world where we're still realizing that women aren't necessarily getting treated completely equal as men.
As a woman, I definitely I felt, you know, the person who described it the best is Bjork. She said, something that men have to say once, women have to say 5 times. And it's true. There's been times where I've had to repeat myself and repeat myself.
I feel and have experienced in real life that some people don't respect you necessarily as much as I would like to. Because I'm a woman.
A lot of times you'd be like, oh, it's a chick-fronted band and they're just doing it because it's a gimmick. They probably just hired her because she's just, you know, she wears makeup and dresses and she's, you know, the eye candy of the band, which is not true because actually Eric is the eye candy of the band. That is a fact.
I think it's annoying when people say it. Like, you play good guitar for a girl. It's like, you play good drums for a guy, you know?
It's also very important, like, as a woman like me, to not get affected by it.
You know, you gotta work to help people understand that it's, you know, it's girls' world too.
I used to find it fascinating when I saw a woman in hard music or heavy music because there was someone I could like idolize and look up to and be like, I want to be like her, you know. And I always treated it that way. I kind of, from the other spectrum, a woman seeing a woman in metal, it was very inspiring and liberating for me.
A band like Arch Enemy, who has a female vocalist, there are more girls visiting those shows. Maybe because she's a role model, that's possible.
There aren't as many, you know, aspects in our lives that kind of cater to allowing us to be that kind of aggressive, wild, animalistic type of person. You know, from a young age, women are always taught to, you know, be polite and, you know, look pretty. But, you know, my heart was saying I want something that's more crazy, that lets me play with the different types of musical influences that I have.
Sometimes I find the fierceness comes out in a woman. With myself, I find that I'm like really dialed back in my everyday life, and then the fire really shows up when I am with my band. It's not power, it's empowerment, it's just strength.
As time has gone on, I felt like there's been more and more. And where we're at right now, there's a lot of the bands that are kind of up and coming right now are all female-fronted bands. So, you know, I think if anything, it's getting even stronger than it was, and it's definitely been growing over the years.
As a singer, or consider myself a singer, sometimes the amount of time I actually spend singing is like 5% of what it takes to be like in a band.
Just because I am thinking about, you know, my hair and makeup and clothes doesn't mean that I am not focusing on other things like writing good songs, being a businesswoman, because it's a lot of business being in this industry.
So you have to think of all the other aspects. You have to think of, oh, for instance, this tour, we have a bus, and how are we going to get from A to B, and you know, how are we going to get food, and me arranging schedules with everyone, and thinking of our stage show, and do we want lighting, and do we want signs on stage, and what do the signs look like, and is that consistent with our branding, and what's the social media, are we posting on social media, and it becomes so much stuff that isn't about the music.
It's not easy easy in this industry, but I wouldn't change my career anyways, because this is the thing that I always wanted to do.
It's kind of a cool badge of honor to me that I'm part of like this you know, unspoken club of like women that can rock and that take the stage and take it with force and are powerful and, you know, all that good stuff. Every time I see those metal chicks out in the audience, I love it because I like them supporting.
I think it's a very empowering way of expression as well for women.
So that's why I want all the girls to be metal girls. I promise you will feel so much better because there are so many great people I really love.